Fat man refuses to make a video.
Alright, let's try this.
Oh, there we go.
We on?
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
You on?
let me see. Alright, my audio is actually going through now. So, we live?
PP2. I see.
PP2. Alright, cool. Alright.
Oh yeah, we've been live.
We've been live.
Oh, what?
Alright, cool. Alright, let me check it on my end. And then I guess... Well, now I actually can be heard, so that's dope. It's
No
almost
one
fine.
cares.
Okay, so we gotta go back on Twitter? Or what?
Twitter.
Yeah, I'll do that. Y'all want to converse about something while I get us set?
Sure.
Jenga should be the leader of the chat,
One
not
day
you.
pictures.
Who's Jenga?
Jenga can't even
Ooh.
change his own underwear.
Why did it upload
No, that's
Communist
just
PP redistribution live stream like 6 times?
You're just how it be sometimes.
6 times the awesome.
Oh, wait, Tim, what's that game you were talking about?
Okay, so hold on. Oh, it didn't even.
Move the chat. I will.
I'm not moving the chat, you fucking retard.
No,
going
it's
to
just
move the
Andrew.
chat,
It's
Timothy.
just Andrew.
No,
Andrew
I do not
Andrew is
trust.
Midas.
I do not trust a single one of you. Fuck you all.
I don't even
Tim,
have
I
porn
can
images on
dox
my
you.
computer.
I hate
Bin
all of
Laden.
you. Bin Laden. Alright, so
Alright, I'm
so
leaving.
my game. What?
No.
No.
Wait,
Oh my god, why
No.
did both of y'all respond like
no leave.
Because you're my dad and I can't lose another one.
Because you're my dad.
oh, aw,
Because
thanks.
you're
Nice
my
to know
husband and I can't lose another one.
I'm your
Shut up,
husband.
You're my husband, Tim.
It's gay.
I am your
It's
husband.
not, it's not gay
beater,
because
so I'm
KP's
sorry.
here too. Let's
Yeah.
get this party started. Wendy's 15 years old and that's illegal.
Damn.
Ooh.
Damn, why do you have to be
Just
such a
tits.
why do you have to
Oh.
be such a
That's
mood
what it
killer?
is.
Why can't you just go with the flow?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot about that's me.
That's not edited, is it?
No, of course not.
Stop talking
I
about the
just-
chat that none of them can see.
Stop it, Midas!
Idiots.
Oh my fucking god.
Idiots. Alright, so here's oh my
Yeah.
god.
Ban Midas and then move the chat.
Yeah, ban him and delete the post and move the chat.
What is this bullshit? Alright, anyway, so my game idea was we each take turns saying a sentence and we're gonna make a story.
Alright.
So we're gonna
Oh, that's-
start with
that's
KP, then Zach, then Andrew, then me. And keep
What?
going
I'm on
around.
the far right. Oh, right, never mind.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Okay, KP started off.
I have to think of a question.
No, we're
No.
telling a story and you have the first sentence.
Your boyfriend is dumb, Tim.
Okay, I was in a bar.
Sucking some mean dick.
Alright, Andrew.
How the fuck do I add on to that?
The story's not over yet. You better keep
Oh,
going.
tell them
looked
to
up
hop back
the
in the
James
call
Charles
since we
shoved
got
my
streaming
face
back
down.
up.
No. Don't tell them to hop back. There will be too many.
Alright, well, DM how to at least since we missed him.
He's going
Wait,
to
do you hear what I
bed.
said? Do you hear what I said?
Okay, wait, what did you say?
I look up, but James Charles forces my head down.
Okay.
That's a lot to add.
His
sentence.
his pungent smegma put me into a trance like Ka from the Jungle Book.
Ew.
Alright, KP, you next.
Then he pushed his head in his cheeks and farted.
But push whose head into the cheeks and fart.
Your head.
Who is our main character? We need to decide this.
It's
Tim.
Tim?
It's
okay.
Tim.
Alright,
I nominate Tim.
okay.
Yeah,
What?
it's Tim. It's Tim cheating on KP with James Charles.
Very
Is that their
good.
story?
Out.
This one sucks.
It's the
Ow.
only way.
That sounds
You
like
suck.
reality.
Was in a
Eddie.
bar, sucking some mean dick, something about James Charles, shoved his head in your ass. Okay.
Alright.
And then
And
I
farted.
just snorted his fucking butthole like it was a line of coke.
Alright, Andrew.
Suddenly, the hallucinogens wore off, and Tim realized there was a 15-year-old girl in front of him.
As cop sirens whirred in the distance, Tim knew that there was only one place to hide, so he anal vored himself into the 15-year-old's asshole in order to hide.
That is more than a sentence.
It's a run on, it works.
It's a progression of the story.
Wow.
Alright, so we're hiding inside of a girl's
Your own
a
asshole.
15
Oh, sorry, yeah.
No, we got
No, you're not.
we
you're
anal
not
vored
involving me
ourselves
in
into a 15-year-old girl's asshole to run for the cops. So right now we're inside of her intestinal tract. That's where we are with the
First
story.
time.
Alright, so KP, what happens next?
Do I really have
Yes.
Yeah, there's no going back now.
Fine. So as Tim crawled through the intestinal tract of the 15-year-old Ali at the very end of Poland, but then it turns out it's a vat of acid and he dies. The end.
Good.
Alright,
the
Zach,
pedophile's
where do we
dead.
go from there?
No,
Yeah, you have to
it's
save
the
it.
end. You're dead.
No, I want to see how Zach saves it.
But it wasn't acid. It was scat.
Acid scat.
And then Tim looked inside the mirror and realized he was Joso Man.
Where's the mirror? We're in a 15-year-old girl's intestinal tract.
No, hold on. Because she just shitted you out, is
No,
what she's saying.
No. I went deeper in, and then I ran into some acid.
Okay.
So how do I survive the acid? How do I survive the
So-
stomach acid?
So here's what happens next, right? So as Tim was in the acid, he whipped out his micro pee-pee
Ooh.
and nutted up in that for one last jerk.
Andrew.
I'm having the same problem where I have no fucking idea how to respond to this.
Maybe we should try another one?
No,
Ooh,
keep
I
going.
got it. I got the perfect way to end it.
No, don't end it. We have to go 2 more rounds.
Ah, shit. Okay, well, it can still work as it not ending. As he nut, the the girl turned back into James Charles, his true form, revealing that Tim is once and for all officially a homosexual.
Alright, so wait,
You're
Which there's
next.
nothing wrong with being homosexual, but there is if you have a girlfriend and her
Alright.
name is KP and you're cheating on her.
okay, so so the 15-year-old changed back into James Charles.
Yes, but that's his true form.
And,
It's
and
been James
what
Charles all along.
happened to me?
You died because you got gay.
Yeah, I think the story. Hold on, wait, no. Where was that? What did Zach say? Where am I with that?
No, you're dead. For
You're dead
1,000%.
Okay, so everybody wants me dead.
Yes.
All right,
We want to start over again.
Just like real
Okay,
life.
all right.
Let's
Zach,
start
you,
right from
Zach,
right.
you start.
You want me to start?
Yeah, you're starting.
Let's start the story off with Joseph.
Ooh, yeah, that's a great idea. Ooh.
So a story of Joso, huh?
No, it can be whatever you want, Zach. You get to pick.
The story of Joso Man.
I like this
JC.
idea. So yeah, let's name it the
Yeah,
story of
great job.
Joso
Shit,
Man.
dark shit, real shit, faux shit, rich shit, faux shit. Oh shit.
Lil
Wait, how'd
dick,
the
real
song go?
bitch.
Are you doing a
Still-
story of OJ
Still-
parody with?
Still shit. My dookie like. I'm not poop, I'm
Okay,
real shit.
so the Joso Man story.
Okay.
All right, so Joso Man.
Can we
as-
wait? For anybody watching this stream, should we describe Joso?
Okay, so I can describe him to
no,
the best
yeah,
of my
we got-
abilities.
Yeah, we should describe him with the story.
That's true.
Oh,
It'll
yeah,
work.
okay. All right. Is this origin
So we
story?
begin with Joso Man. Joso Man enters the club.
Chapter 1.
His micro penis covered in shit.
All right, Andrew.
That's about. The chunky peanut butter he had he had eaten before looked very similar coming back out.
Yeah. So there's no story yet. He's just walked into a bar and y'all are describing his appearance.
No. He's
Alright.
walked into a
It's up
club.
to you to describe the story.
He's walked into a club, micro penis out, shit on his dick, and he's shitting himself peanut butter.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Suddenly, a small child with a balloon walks into the club, and accidentally slips on Joseph's leakage, and cracks. And the child falls and cracks his neck, and everybody turns
Ooh.
around and looks.
Things are about to get spicy.
KP?
Before you know it, the only place allowed this kind of blasphemy, and so the military police came in and grabbed Joso Man for the start of all this blasphemy.
Military police. All right. So Joseph's abducted, is what you're saying.
Oh no.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Zach.
All right. Things are about to get real spicy. So the military police grab Joso Man and bring him to the truck. It's filled with 15-year-olds who love his music. Hold on, I'm not done.
Okay.
Joso Man, his penis getting hard, but it goes unnoticed. Because it's so small.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's okay. Next person.
Okay. Joso and the 15-year-olds hatch an elaborate scheme. While the guards aren't looking, the 15-year-olds ran out, and as the chase began, Joso anally vored all of them, allowing them to escape.
All right. So Joso has now switched from a 400-pound whale to a towering Godzilla creature powered by high school girls, and he breaks through the roof of the military facility. And you know how Godzilla sprays fire out of his mouth? Instead, he
Spreading shit
well,
out of
no.
his-
What happens? He's spraying 15-year-old girls out of his mouth, but they're covered in stomach acid, so it's basically like breathing fire. So he's like shooting. So he's shooting all of the 15-year-old girls, acidic, covered in bile, and using it to burn down the military forces as he makes his way towards the city.
To be clear,
This is
they were 15-year-old
way too-
boys, not girls.
Yeah,
I know,
get
Zach, wait for your turn.
Yeah, Tim, why do you keep switching to girls? What
Yeah, no, it was definitely. I said boys
almost
for
like
sure.
you have a
I'm just
motive.
clarifying.
And then it did boys. All right, same difference. KP, he's attacking the city. What's going on?
Oh dear God. Then all of a sudden,
There is no god, only Joso Man.
dunk. But all that could see is a fat Italian above the horizon. Is it Mario? Is it the Pope? No.
Emerald.
It's Tim himself. All bulked up from the acid that he took the other night and so large
Wait,
that
you mean steroids
Dan
or you mean
Schneider-
acid? You don't get
even
bulked
Dan
up from
Schneider
acid.
can do to
This
help
is
make
confusing as hell.
Hold on, I got it.
All right, so Tim stepped in as the hero that was to slay the Joso creature.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Oh,
babe.
okay.
All right, Zach.
For change.
Okay. So, as Tim approaches, Joso Man rears his head, shit covering his lips.
Can we clarify real quick that we were talking about a person who has recorded videos of himself eating shit
Yeah, so this is
and
viable.
posted it to the public. So
This is gonna be kind of a long sentence, but it's okay.
okay.
So, Joso Man turns around, shit-covered lips staring at Tim hungrily like steak. Tim, looking at his subscriber count going down, gets empowered by rage. His shirt and pants exploding, revealing his Eminem tramp stamp. He lifts his head as his emo hair spikes. He rushes Joso Man at full power.
Okay. All right, Andrew.
Ooh. Tim winds back his fist and is about to punch Joso, but all of a sudden, a thunderous boom can be heard in the air. Both Joso and Tim look up and see Andrew standing over the horizon. "Which one of you motherfuckers said the N-word?" says Andrew. Everybody points at Tim, because Tim is a racist Nazi Ku Klux Klan member who often participates
Way to work that in there.
in cross-burning rituals.
Okay, alright, I got... So...
Oh, you're gonna shut it down now? No, I'm not done. And he only listens to Eminem because he hates black rap, because he is a racist, sexist,
Rapist?
xenophobe,
What you got going on?
pedophile. There we go.
Alright, so since Tim had realized he'd been found out, he removes his face mask to reveal a Klansman hood, and then he jumps up to the clouds of heaven and pulls Andrew
You're not
down.
going to heaven.
And no, he pulled Andrew down from heaven, and then stapled him to a cross with a stapler he had in his back pocket, and then lit it with a match he had, and then started to move Joso towards the bright light that the burning cross created with Andrew crucified on it.
But Tim underestimated his
Wait, no, it's not your turn. It's KP's turn.
It sounds like he has something really interesting.
KP, you wanna switch turns?
Yes. No, KP can
Did she die?
No, I'm just. I don't know what to
In
start.
confusion, Tim also crucified KP.
No.
No, okay.
But not in the racist way. It's in the.
So
Is there?
I'm lost. What? Okay, so
All right.
obviously
So
Andrew.
So I've been crucified because Tim is a racist, Nazi, xenophobic, homophobic, pedophile.
okay. All right. So no. Too many words. All right. So basically, Andrew's on
Oh,
a burning
so true.
cross, and Joso is moving towards the bright light.
I forgot to mention this is based off a true story.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so as Joso is going towards the break, he came out of his shit-covered cocoon.
Well, no, he's
wings
like
sprawling
Godzilla.
out, beautiful and freely like the Godzilla. The trailer,
Mothra?
of course, not the actual movie. Yeah, his shit-colored Mothra rings coming out. He goes, "Ah!" But really, it was just him shitting more 15-year-old boys and girls in his mouth because we can't determine which gender they are.
It's
Anyway.
both mouth and ass.
Fine, mouth and nose. Is this
Ass.
your fucking side of?
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure our work of art comes out right.
Okay.
Your work of art.
Art.
Our baby.
Uh,
Our
so
mistake
Don't
of a
not
baby.
call this Joseph.
Oh, it's gonna be the second baby Tim and I have had.
oh my god. Tim, we're cousins. Explain.
Oh yeah, Zach and I are cousins, so
Yeah, in case you didn't know, Andrew, I'm Tim's
I
cousin.
actually didn't know that.
yeah.
Well, there you go. Now you know. You can't see the similarities in our face.
His dad is
Clearly.
Related?
His dad is literally sleeping in my room next week.
Yeah, like we're blood related.
His
Yeah, for sure.
dad and Tim's dad and
Don't you go there.
You're thinking too
God.
hard. You're thinking too hard about this.
God.
Use your
Poor
smooth brain.
Andrew.
Use your
Use your
smooth
sex
brain.
baby.
guys. What do I have to do to put incest in here? I don't know family trees that well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. comment
All right,
on
how
that.
about you fuck your own sister? That would
And
put
Joseph's mom.
and Joso's the mom, and Jenga was there, and Ricky
Someone
was
give
there.
Joseph a sibling.
Watched.
All right, this is the last round, so
Alright.
so the three of you have to take it to a place where I can end it.
Okay.
Very well.
All right, so KP, your turn.
KP just went.
I don't even know
Oh.
where I'm at.
She basically just added that he started barfing and shitting high schoolers.
And she has shit Mothra wings.
Oh yeah, he had shit Mothra wings. I forgot about that. And alright, so I guess that means that he's flying towards the bright light of the burning cross.
Yep.
Okay, alright, Zach, where do we take it?
Okay, so here we go.
And keep in mind, we only have 2 more turns after yours.
That's
Yeah.
okay. It won't be that much.
Okay.
As Joso Man approaches, Tim grabs the cross as a sword-like weapon, using his black compadre to further his white power needs. And he rushes Joso Man.
But wait, Joso was already heading towards the light. Why would Tim do something so stupid when he's clearly so smart?
Because he's a racist Nazi. Son of a big bastard.
I don't know, man. That's just where the story's going.
So Mothra,
Okay.
Vord, 15-year-old girl's gigantic Joso is attacking Burning Cross, holding with Andrew on it. White Knight Tim.
Tim impales the mighty Joso Man with the cross. The day looks bright. The monster has been defeated. So suddenly, Tim pulls a .45 caliber pistol out of his pocket and puts it to the roof of his mouth. And off to you.
Alright, Tim suckles on the tip of the gun, wondering what does all of this come to. The city's destroyed, everybody knows I'm a racist, and I'm covered in stomach bile.
Good shit.
But then he notices one of the 15-year-olds survived. He's crawling out of the
Oh no.
crawling out of the wreckage.
We all know where this is.
And the 15-year-old comes out
That girl's
with a
name
big
was Wendy Porter.
with a big belly and says,
Oh, boy.
I my water's breaking. Don't kill yourself. I need you to help me. And Tim looks at his suicide
Tim then
weapon
shoots the baby.
and then puts the gun down and helps deliver the baby.
Oh my
So,
God,
So the
where
fif- the
are
fif-
we? And
the
that's
fif-
how
so
Katie
the,
was
so
born.
so the 15-year-old boy gives birth, and Tim helps
Wait.
him deliver. And then as they take out the baby, the 15-year-old boy says, "Please let me see his face." And the two look, and it's a baby Joso.
Baby Joseph.
Question
The
mark?
cycle continues.
All right.
That was a good one.
that ended very well. I
Let's
think.
Alright,
do
and-
one more.
All right. Well, no. Let's do 2 more. One Andrew starts, one I start, but we'll go
Ooh.
shorter for both of them. So Andrew,
Okay.
you start the next one, and then
Alright,
after we're done with these 2, we'll end the stream because I got work in the morning.
Fair.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I will start it on a note where the story is forced to end quickly.
All right. Well,
Tim
we got
has
to
jumped
get at
off
least
the Empire State
we have to go at least 2 or 3 rounds per story.
Okay. Well, you gotta come up with something creative. Tim has jumped off the Empire State Building.
All right. That's the beginning. All right.
Yep.
As Tim falls down the Empire State Building, he manages to run into a hot air balloon, and then another hot air balloon that catches fall, so that he lands on his legs and shatters them, and then has to live his life as a cripple young handy-capable. KP, you want to take this story next?
So he burst somebody, apparently.
No, this is a different story.
Yeah, that's a totally different
Have you
one.
not been
Oh,
listening?
All right,
Oh my God.
so here's the story thus far. Tim jumped off the Empire State Building, but he only broke his legs, but they're completely shattered. So we're
Okay, we're gonna make this. So all of a sudden, a cockroach crawls on Tim's desk, and then before he knew it, he had Cockroach Man powers. He could detect Joso's shit from miles.
let's not throw Jozo back in, but that is a
Yeah.
detail that we can keep. All right, so I'm half cockroach,
And then-
no legs boy now, right?
Yeah, and then, but before he could go and decide, he had to Miss Daisy his way in a taxi to make sure he could get the care that he needed.
All right,
he
so
visit-
before
there's-
Zach goes though, what can we describe what the nature of this half cockroach, no legs being looks like?
We'll just create it as we.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I can figure that
And
out.
then before he goes anywhere else, he decides to go to visit Nurse KP for the issues that. So someone has to play Nurse KP.
Okay,
How
alright.
about you?
Alright, I'll play Nurse KP.
No.
Alright,
I don't-
Zach will play Nurse KP. Alright.
I could do a mean falsetto. We got it.
Alright.
Okay, so Tim is half cockroach man crawling towards Nurse KP, right? At a
But
hospital.
without legs.
Of course, no, I caught that part.
Okay. Just making
Okay,
sure we're
so-
on track.
Wait, what if he's given legs, but like
It's gonna
they're
be
like
like
actual cell
Some Nina
cockroach
and
legs?
Alexander bullshit.
They just don't support his body.
Don't worry, I've got this.
like they're hanging out of his back and just don't work at all. That's fuck.
You can
So
move him
I'm,
around, but like it's just not good.
Okay, I think I've got this. Okay, as Tim crawls, sorry, gotta use my narrator. As Tim crawls towards the hospital, his arms morph. They become real arms, like bunch of cockroach arms that look like people arms. He drags himself to the hospital and sees Nurse KP standing at the door. What the fuck are you doing, you little faggot?
Really
bring-
reaction. I love it.
She
Alright.
brings him to the back
That's
room.
exactly like. Why don't? Ooh, that's an interesting question brought up in chat. Why doesn't he stream this on a?
Yeah, that is
Because when I come back to the main channel, I want it to be like a big thing.
Maybe I'll do live streams from now on. Okay, I got a little bit left.
What are you doing?
Okay, so
So
is that where it ends?
No. I got a small bit left.
Okay.
She puts him on the operating table, and that's where it ends.
Ooh.
Alright.
After hours of work, Tim is. After hours of work and 2 botched surgeries, Tim comes out as Cockroach Man, the man with 2 cockroach arms, 6 cockroach legs, and the lust for little girls.
Wait, so
First-
what changed between surgeries?
You just got cockroach legs.
Both of your testicles are gone.
So I just got neutered.
Yeah, exactly.
And somehow that makes
Hey.
me lust after little girls.
You know what? You
I'm
know what,
almost
Tim?
done.
Sounds like
Tim,
something.
Tim decides to become a crime fighter and goes out looking for a sidekick.
Alright, cockroach man.
Wait. After looking for hours, he finds a potential sidekick in this young girl, Daisy.
Oh no! Oh,
Hey, you know what,
no.
Tim? Look on the bright side. Even though you know you have a vasectomy, maybe your wife's boyfriend will buy you a new PlayStation.
I am not buying this little shit a new PlayStation. Are you kidding me?
Alright, so Cockroach Man and Daisy decide to go
Oh,
out crime fighting.
God.
So he starts to train her in the art of combat as she just cries that she wants to go home to her family. And they decide to do their first crime stop. So basically, they wind up going to. Let's see, what would be a good place to go? So Tim remembered what incited his really bad day, or what the beginning of his really bad day, where he jumped off the Empire State Building, where he specifically told the cashier that he wanted ketchup only, and
Oh my
he had
God.
been waiting in the drive-thru for several minutes, and so they got on their cockroach mobile and drove up to the McDonald's parking lot. And Daisy also has a gun now. Alright, KP.
Alright.
I got my hand on my cat.
Oh no, you don't want me to start this
Alright.
story.
Oh,
Oh,
I'll
no.
make-
Yes, we do.
Yes, we
yeah,
do.
we do.
Yeah, I'll make it. Okay. So Daisy gets all fired up because she can't stand it when people can't speak. Every time they're like gay, gay, gay. She's just like, I'm not fucking gay! And then Cockroach Man's like, settle down. It's okay, Daisy. Look, we just want McDonald's, not Taco. So then he chimes up, and the lady just throws the bag at him and says, "Here, you can have it," and just drives off with their mustard-filled only.
Alright, so Tim opens the burger and sees mustard. Zach, what happens after he sees the mustard on his
Oh
burger?
yeah.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. So we're getting what I'm apparently hearing is Tim got Taco Bell, correct?
No, it was McDonald's.
Okay, so you got McDonald's. It works either way. Okay. this one
Yeah, but
might
the lady
get
but the lady sounds like she works for Taco.
Yeah, she's a very
Yeah.
Mexican lady who put mustard on my ketchup-only burger.
This is about to get
And Daisy has a
really
gun.
Fucking spicy.
And I'm a cockroach.
Okay. As they pull out from the drive-thru and park, so Tim can examine his non-existent testicles in shame that he'll never get to sex the 15-year-old. She looks at him, her hand on her gat, and all of a sudden, they hear a knock. They are now
Tim-
surrounded by black behemoths. One reaches in the window as not KP, what is it, Mabel? As she fires off
Daisy.
2 shots.
Daisy.
Whatever. She fires off 2 shots, barely even penetrating the black behemoth's armor.
Wait,
Breaks her neck like a pencil stick.
What's a black behemoth? Where's the what about the mustard?
Hold on, we're getting there.
Okay, keep going.
Does the mustard really matter?
Let me. It does here now.
No, you care about mustard. Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Okay. Tim looks in horror at his future husband. Hey, Daisy,
Daisy.
is now has a snapped neck. As the other 2 behemoths reach in and grab him, he spills mustard on his shirt.
I'm a cockroach. Why does I have a shirt?
Well, cockroach body, whatever.
All right, Andrew. Y'all want to go another round? Or you want Andrew to finish the story?
Let's go one more round.
All right, Andrew. Keep. All right, where do we go?
Okay, I'll leave it so we can all do another round.
Okay.
Very well.
Tim takes Daisy's gun, puts it to his mouth, and fires several times.
All right, can I go?
I mean, you're dead, but sure.
No, because he realizes he's a cockroach and therefore he cannot die.
Ooh.
Yes.
But now he has mustard on his shirt, and the blood of a 5-year-old girl on his hands, and he got his order wrong, and he really wants it fixed. And there's some behemoths next to him. So all this culminates into a cockroach-like rage, unbridled before, in which case he politely asks the behemoth to move out of the way, and then goes into the McDonald's and requests them to give him his burger like he wants.
KP?
Giffy?
I don't want to start this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's the last one. You just gotta say something.
Wait, am I the
There's-
one?
there's
Am I the
black-
one who ends it this time?
No, Andrew ends it.
So
Okay.
he's so he's surrounded by a black guy.
No, he's back in the McDonald's.
Oh wait, no,
Zach,
Zach, you are the one who ends it.
Sick.
Damn.
Alright, so the second to last one.
I really wanted to end it.
Well, you began it, so
Alright, it's okay.
you can give an
fucking-
alternate ending. So, alright, so Cockroach Man is getting his burger fix, and there's a dead 5-year-old and a bunch of patiently waiting thugs outside. Must have
And
on
then-
his shirt.
And before the thugs dissipate like Thanos snaps,
Why'd they do that?
as Donald Trump walked in and congratulated Cockroach Man, accumulating all the worst people in the world with his nasty ability to people like Bru, KP, to make shitty videos.
Okay.
So
Oh,
Zach,
is it me?
Yeah, so you have
Where
to
does
end the
it end?
story from there. All right, so story so far, Cockroach Man is in McDonald's getting his burger done, but then he notices that as he's waiting for his burger to be redone, he notices disintegrating thugs behind him, and Donald Trump walks in and basically awards him as a hero. So Zach, where do we end the story
So-
from there?
Now, okay. Yeah, alright, I get this. As Tim realizes his ability, the Thanos snap, he only uses 50%, but takes out 15% of the population.
Oh my God, no!
His magical ability grants him all access to the Ku Klux Klan.
In the end of the day, though, who are the real cockroaches?
But Tim feels empty inside. As empty as all the ghettos are now after he used his ability. Tim returns to the tower, only to see KP standing at the edge. She turns around, grabs him. You have no balls! And throws him off the edge. Tim falls, wondering what else he could do with his left hand. He snaps, and all the Mexicans disappear.
Fuck.
But can I add an ending to it?
Hold on, we're almost there.
Okay, alright.
He
Yeah.
hits the ground. His arms are now shattered and broken completely. Tim has lost both of his legs, he broke both of his arms.
He's
and both of
cockroach
his
potato.
legs. He is now, he hit his head pretty damn hard. He is now a vegetable, just like the mustard on his shirt. And alternate endings?
Alright, Andrew, you give your alternate ending, then I'll give mine.
Okay, well that's not how I expected it to go. I expected it to end like I don't know.
We all
Yes,
kind of
you-
derailed each other in this.
Yeah.
Every
Like,
single
in this
thing.
alternative ending, he got his order fixed and there was no mustard. And he took a bite of that burger and then realized the burger was nothing. He closed his eyes. He opened them again. He realized this was all a dream, and he was actually still falling off the Empire State Building. He hit the ground, landed on a child whose name was Daisy, and that's where the story ends.
That's actually way better than mine.
Alright, then alternate ending 2, when he did his snap to get rid of all the Mexicans, it got rid of him too because he was a cockroach.
Aw, you're right.
You're
That's-
right.
That's a good one too.
Alright,
That's
last
sexism.
story of the night. Alright, where do I want to begin?
Tim equals Jeffrey Epstein. Tim equals Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, Tim, you might want to scroll down and chat.
I don't want to.
Yes, you do.
Alright, let's see. It was a warm day at Fur Affinity Con
Oh dear
2019.
God.
KP?
I think she's asleep.
KP left you. She's at my house now.
Huh?
No, I didn't. I'm not a rude bitch.
Dang.
Alright,
I'm just a dumb bitch.
Alright, so we're at a furry convention. Where do we go from here? KP?
KP.
Yes.
Your
Finish the
turn.
story.
Y'all kept cutting in and out like really badly.
Oh, yeah, you got a bad
I
connection.
didn't know what to listen to.
Do you want to be in on this round?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so story so far is it's a hot day at a Fur Affinity convention. That's it.
Okay. All of a sudden, as the lights all go, it's yiffing time! And then you hear brr, 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 and then all of a sudden everyone pulled out their you-know-whats and things like that nature and started humping each other. Who's the person in the Fur Infinity outfit?
Don't worry, I'll do that. I'll do
So
that.
Zach, it's yiffing time. What happens?
It's yiffing time!
As Zach walks into the place.
Oh god, I can already tell where this is going.
No, you don't. I don't think you do.
Oh.
He takes off his dragon fursuit, revealing two semi-automatic
Exactly
AR-15s.
where I thought it was going.
He turns around. His three accomplices near him: KP, Andrew, and Tim.
Do not
All
roll
hold-
me in these.
Reservoir
It's too
Dog
late.
I
sequel.
would never.
Reservoir
Too late,
Doggos.
already. He turns around as Tim picks up the LMG. KP pulls out a shotgun, and Andrew pulls out his dick.
Alright, so new unique rule for this one. You can only control the actions of your character, but we'll still go in order.
Alright.
All right, so have we opened fire yet or no?
No, not yet. Hold on. One last thing.
Okay.
Zach turns around, looks at everyone. No Russian. And who's next?
All right, Andrew.
All right. The furries look at the four standing there, notice Tim, and then all yell at him to get the fuck out because he's too much of a degenerate for them too.
Okay.
Tim leaves.
No, Tim doesn't. You can't control me.
Oh shit, that's right. Andrew realizing how fucked up it is that even the disgusting GIF type of furries are looking down at Tim. Packs up his dick in a suitcase and heads straight for the Empire State Building.
Tim turns to Andrew, grabs him by the shoulder firmly, but not in a gay way, and
Oh
says,
god, am I underage in the story?
we do
Might be.
we do not tolerate traitors. We swore a pact, but not that kind of pact. A pact, not a pack, not like a wolf pack, but a pact that we
I
would
just don't
carry
wanna be
this
involved in
out.
this.
That we would carry this out. You cannot pussy out on me, Andrew. You cannot pussy out on me. We are here. They have already seen us. They have seen our brandished weapons and your penis. We are either in or we're more in.
But that's not
Do
how
you
it's
understand
like.
me, Andrew? Do you understand me? And then Tim pushes Andrew into the orgy, and he winds up landing in some GIF energy.
Do I die?
No.
Not yet.
All right,
No,
KP, what
Andrew
happens?
dies.
No, Andrew's still alive. KP,
It's
what happens?
KP's
then?
turn.
You can't control me, Andrew dies.
Not your turn. It's KP's turn.
Is Andrew just gonna try to kill himself every turn?
Yes, I don't want to be involved
Listen,
in this.
it adds to the story. We need a suicider here.
Yeah. All right, KP.
Right?
Oh my god. Oh wait, you know she is here, never mind.
I don't know. Are we still in the YIF part?
Oh
Yeah, we're about to shoot up the entire place.
yeah.
They are.
And
They are.
Andrew got pushed into the YIF parade,
Jesus.
and then you, Zach, and me are carrying guns.
You guys are
Yeah.
retarded,
We're still-
like actually.
Before Barney suits came saying that we should stop all this violence, we should love each other for who we are.
Okay. Zach, how do you respond to Barney?
I don't look back.
We're already through one turn, and we haven't even, like, shot anybody yet.
Oh, we're about to
Good,
get
don't shoot
there.
anybody. That's fucked up.
Zach picks up both of his AR-15s, Rambo style, unloading his entire clips, but he wasn't satisfied. He reaches into his fursuit and pulls out a fucking bundle of nooses. Things were about to get spicy.
Do you have something against her? I feel like I need to ask before
Okay.
I go on.
To be fair, yes, I have something against some furries. I once dated this chick who had a fucking fursona, and she wouldn't shut up about it for like 3 months.
Oh my
And
god.
honestly, that's when I learned how to tie a noose.
All right.
So-
So Andrew,
I-
Fire's been open, but you have not gotten hit. But
Okay.
and you put your dick up, but your zipper is still undone. So you got kind of a little bit of a chub going, and
Okay.
you're right now. The furries that are in between you, one of them has gotten shot. The other one is still going and alive and still proceeding to have sex while rubbing up against you with the
Alright,
dead one.
alright. That's fucked up, but alright. Andrew realizing the error of his ways and just not wanting to be involved in a shooting. Decides to fight back, gathers an army of furries, and they all attack KP.
Oh, conflict.
Not
I like
even the
this.
not even the one who I think is actively holding a gun.
The one who's passing in and out.
To be fair, I'm not holding any guns. I've already emptied my clips. I'm now holding a bundle of nooses, like 20
so
of
it's
them.
over? Oh my god.
So
Oh,
like
it's not
over
over.
half the furries are dead, but you're gathering
Jesus fuck.
you're gathering the rest and leading a resistance, right?
Please, any illegal authoritarians. I don't enjoy being in this.
Are you a furry, Andrew?
No, I'm not.
Tim-
I just don't
Tim-
wanna go
Get
to
in on the
jail
action
for your
and start
joke.
shooting them.
All right.
No.
Tim looks at
Dude, hold
Benedict.
on. For legal
Ti-
reasons.
Tim looks
This is
at
a
Benedict
I
Andrew.
wouldn't
in the
even
eye.
care that much if Tim wasn't broadcasting this.
So Tim looks at Benedict Andrew in the eye.
Who hasn't done anything wrong and would
he
never
says,
dream of
"You-
doing
you-
anything wrong.
Look, Andrew, you've become one of them. And
I don't
Andrew
even
looks
care.
down and sees that he's grown paws and a snout and a little tail.
Ah, shit.
And then Tim says, "Listen, we came out here to take out the trash. I'm sorry that you had to become
Thank God,
the
just
trash."
fucking kill me.
And then Tim winds up grabbing his pistol and running into the horde of furries around him. And he's
Tim,
pinned down
You have an
both
LMG.
sexually. He's pinned down both sexually and non-sexually, blowing heads off and trying his best to fight. But he throws his gun to Zach and says, "Finish the job for me," as the furries fuck him to death.
Okay.
Alright, KP. Alright, she's Alright, Zach.
All right. So
She's been killed by the furries.
yeah, we'll just say that
Alright.
KP was executed by Yif.
Alright, so this is the last two turns. Tim is dead. Andrew has become
Yeah.
a wolf boy, leading a bunch of half-naked furries.
Okay.
And then you have a fully
Bundle of nooses.
A almost-
and LMG.
yeah, and yeah. All right.
Okay. I think I got the gist of it. I run into the
I
horde.
didn't know they had furry conventions in El Paso.
Bro, that's fucked.
Who said that? Oh, Animal Crackers, you're the only person I care about.
Yeah, guys, this is for him. Let's give him a blast-off ending.
Yeah, this is for you. All right. I grab my nooses. I start tying one around the necks of those who are still in Yif mode. I hand one to Andrew. Finish the job. And then I take the LMG, but I don't need it. I zip off my jacket.
This isn't going where I think it's going, is it?
This is going exactly where I know it's going, and I don't know.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, okay.
He's about
Hold
to
on.
prove his allegiance to Al Qaeda.
Zach, what happens after you...
Myself, hold on. Holy shit. I didn't think it'd be that funny when I actually said it. Oh my god, that was so good. Okay.
Fucked up.
Holy shit.
Okay. Fuck me, okay. Zach unzips his jacket. It's time to do what he was born to do. Eliminate the furries. He walks into the crowd, takes out his ISIS flag one last time. Looks at the detonator. Looks at his penis. That I should mention that he unzipped his pants at some point. He looks at his penis. Homosexuals must die, and blows himself up.
Dude,
It eliminates
him like that.
Oh my god! It eliminates 2/3 of the furries.
So wait,
It
were
eliminates
the,
90%.
were the nooses to help keep them from running away?
And then I didn't even use them. I just basically handed one to
You just
I
handed them
hung
to people.
I was just handing them out like gift cards. So I blew myself to shit, and I am now obviously dead in the name of ISIS, I guess.
Oh, wait, okay, I have a situation to put Andrew in for him to end it.
Well,
Alright, so
let me finish.
everyone is dead except for Andrew and one more furry who's in immense pain right now. Andrew looks at the pistol next to him and the furry says, "Please, please, I don't want to live with this pain. Please, end my misery." And Andrew realizes that it may be him who needs to actually end the furries. Andrew, what do you do?
I call upon my fairy godparents, and I ask
no.
Cosmo Wanda, I wish everything was back to the way it was 1 minute ago. The room transforms, and people are happy again, and nobody is shot. Andrew
Pussy!
still injured from the blast, crawls up to Tim, gives him the pistol, and says, "Here, put this in your mouth, pussy." He does, and everybody lives a happy ending. Especially KP, because she marries off Andrew, and
But then
Andrew doesn't get in any legal trouble for being with you fuckers.
Any legal trouble. To be fair, I've said some pretty fucking liable things, so I'm gonna preface this. I am not a part of ISIS. I am not going to shoot up anything. I don't own a gun. This is all for legal reasons.
Nobody here owns a gun. I don't
no.
think.
No, nobody here owns a gun. Don't come to my house. I'm
I'll
a safe individual.
I'll say this much. If you're listening to the podcast and you think any of this is serious, then you probably deserve to be shot.
Yeah, you're probably a furry. And don't make me ISIS you.
Yeah.
I've proven my worth once before, and I'll do
I don't
it
agree
again.
with these people. They don't.
So wait,
They
we
don't-
really had a pussy happy ending after I put
Hold
you
on,
in.
you know what? I'm gonna do an alternate ending.
All right, yeah, Zach, it was the
All right.
alternate ending.
Dear God.
Okay.
I'm just trying to prove
Zach-
that I can't go to jail because I'm planning nothing and I don't want to plan everything. Everybody's equal.
But
And-
Andrew, the furry was asking you to. It needs you to end this bloodshed with
Everything
one last
went
bloodshed.
back to normal. He's okay.
No, that was a dream, Andrew. You have
That's
to
not
do
how
it.
we do things here,
Yeah,
Andrew.
yeah, this is the real world, Andrew. This isn't a podcast.
This isn't a podcast. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna finish the story. Finish the job.
Yeah,
Zach says homosexuals must die and clicks the button. But it doesn't
Those are
go
people
off.
too.
Not here, they're not. The button. The button does not
I
go
don't like
off.
that.
Zach, in a rage, picks up the LMG, but before that, he grabs the noose, ties it around Andrew's neck, and hangs him from the ceiling. A way that traitors must go. He begins shooting everything up. Everything is dead. He walks outside, walks into the black thugs that are waiting him out there.
What's with the
And
black
this-
thugs with you?
Hold on.
That'd be a fetish.
Now, they were all pretty gay, so Zach knew what he had to do. He flipped the fail switch, blowing them all to pieces.
Alright, I have my alternate ending. This is the real ending.
Okay.
Alright, so we're back in the post-explosion where it's just Andrew and the survivor. And the survivor says, "Listen, I just need you to put me out of my misery." Andrew, teary-eyed and disgusted by what his friends had done and by what he had
You're not
done
my
and what he had
friends.
seen. He grabs the pistol and aims it at the furry. And
8 out of 10. Not enough
there's-
snuff porn.
There's several minutes go by, and then he breaks down crying and puts the pistol down. And the furry looks at him with spite and disgust and says, "I knew you were weak."
He
And
takes off his
then
mask.
the furry,
it's R. Kelly.
then the furry twists
Twists
it.
all over me.
Then no. Then the furry twists his own neck to end his own misery because Andrew was too weak to do it for him. Then Andrew,
And
taking those
Andrew-
words to heart, looks at the pistol and then swallows it.
He swallows the whole pistol.
Yeah, just swallows it and chokes to death.
Doesn't even
The
shoot
end.
himself.
The end.
It's a fucking BB gun.
looks up at the closet. Notice that.
Alright, so
John
to-
Travolta is still in the closet.
So
And so he pulls out his
you
gun.
going? Alright, so to recap tonight's story time hour, which by the way we should do these on live streams more often. This is funny. This would be a funny new show.
Oh no.
But to recap, story one involved. What was even story one? It was like
I don't even remember at this point.
Joso man?
No,
I
it was
think?
before
No,
that.
no,
It was
no.
Tim. It was when the KP started. Tim was at a bar. Oh yeah, it was.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Tim getting anal vored. Then number two was Godzilla Joso versus racist White Knight Tim. Number three was the adventures of Cockroach Man and
Cockroach Man.
5-year-old girl, and then the fourth one was
By far the
was
best.
was the
No, I
the,
just-
the great furry shooting of August 8th. So between
the great
Whoa, now
extermination.
so
Okay.
between the four stories, let's rank them. Best
Um,
or worst to best.
okay.
Zach, you
Worst
go
to
first.
best.
The worst.
Let's let Andrew go first.
Yeah.
He has
Okay.
He has strong opinions.
it.
I'd have to say the cockroach one is probably the worst to me.
Oh damn, that's not my favorite.
Wait,
No, it's not my favorite.
what was the first one?
The first one was the anal vor.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you know what?
with
Maybe
James
that one.
Charles.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't really know where that one went. Direction.
Yeah, that's my least favorite too. We were still trying to get the hang of it.
I also
agree.
didn't really like the one that could have gotten us into possible legal trouble.
Yeah,
You know,
that
that one has
was-
to be my favorite actually.
That one was really fucking good. It turned it. Like, Andrew knew exactly what was going to happen as soon as I said my own name.
Alright, so between the four stories, who's our MVP?
Mice just posted a girl in blackface in chat.
Alright, and on that note,
Okay.
I have to get to bed. Oh my
Yes,
god.
understandable.
Holy shit.
That was
Alright.
a good story time.
That
Bring
was
me
the
back
stream.
sometime.
Yeah, we'll do. I want to do a
Jesus
story
Christ.
time show, but we have to keep
Yeah.
it to only 4 people a time.
FBI, please understand. I don't want any of what just that. It's
We should get
it's
Doug
satire.
Wild on at some point. He's funny.
We should get Doug Walker on here at some point.
Dude, I would love to have Doug Walker on the stream.
that was
Everybody
good.
on the call is shitting on him. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream real quick. You guys have a blessed evening.
I hate both of you.
Let's shoot up another furry convention sometime, guys.
Let's do it.